How will you react if Joe Biden becomes president again? I am British, so I would have a wank and go home. This comment section makes me wonder how Trump and Biden are both up for election. Be happy I get 4 more years of not needing to care who the Undersecretary of Transportation is. I don't know. Exactly the same, since he is the president currently. Relieved that Project 2025 gets pushed down before sighing and going back to work. I'm whatever on his policies. It's just been really nice not having our leadership be the Jerry Springer show 24/7, and I wouldn't mind that continuing. Hope that the planet makes better use of the 4 years of bought time than the last 4. Then get depressed as hell, because of course they won't. It's all about kicking the can down the road rather than actually making hard calls to fix anything. Confident that the USA will continue to exist. Relieved it's not Trump, and still pissed that our lives are in the hands of geriatric rich people. I'll be grateful that I'll have the opportunity to vote for someone better in 2028, which isn't guaranteed if Donald Trump becomes president again. I will thank a God I don't believe in. Thank Christ Almighty. People really should understand that you're not just voting for Biden, you're voting for his entire cabinet of 15 people, hundreds of judges, thousands of other staffers, etc. Even if you hate Biden for whatever reason, his cabinet and the judges he's appointed have been infinitely better than the corrupt filth Trump installed when he was in office. Or any other Republican president for that matter. Extreme relief. Just like last time. I'm going to let out the biggest and longest sigh of relief of my life before continuing on with my normal life. I mean, America has 2 choices. Option 1, President Biden, who does have some flaws. Or Option 2, Donald Trump, who has 4 indictments with 91 criminal charges, who has said that he is proud that he overturned Roe v. Wade in the US, who incited a coup attempt on the US government on January 6, 2021, who said he plans to be a dictator on day 1 if he's re-elected, etc. I can go on and on, but the US and the world cannot and will not survive another 4 years of Donald Trump. That's why Americans need to vote as if their lives and their rights are on the line, because they are. I don't care if my next door neighbor wins. Anyone but Trump. Like we dodged a bullet made of a hydrogen bomb. I will feel totally relieved. Trump has a vicious design for the future of the United States that will put him in his cohorts in the easy seat. Like the oligarch in Russia are. Trump is scary. He's proclaiming and giving you insight on the trouble he will cause. And let us not forget, he's currently indicted in 4 territories. He should be in jail. Not the campaign trail. All these fucking apathetic responses. I'm gonna celebrate as if we invented a time machine and found a way to stop Hitler, because this is as close as you're gonna get, people. I'd have a little bit more faith in America again. I don't know how a guy who's been found liable of rape, stolen and lost/sold top secret files, found guilty of fraud, committed a coup to overthrow the government, and a trillion other shit things he's done, would be even in the contest anymore. I mean, if you don't like America and want it to burn, sure. But otherwise, no clue what people are thinking to support him. Whoever doesn't get us in World War III. Not ideal, but the other option is way worse. It's like choosing to drink an expired coffee drink versus drinking piss positive with HIV. I'd be thrilled. Concerned about his health, but nobody young and healthy is running. He is in better health, especially mental health, than his opponent. As far as I'm concerned, he's doing a great job and I'd like to see more of it. He sucks at marketing his achievements, as he did while VP. We knew that. But the /infrastructure bill /Inflation Reduction Act, which was essentially Bernie's Green New Deal, and I canvassed for Bernie. Extremely low unemployment, always good for Americans, just not Wall St, so fuck Wall St. Massive increase in unionization, he didn't do it, but he's supportive and not obstructing it as a GOP pres would. His efforts to massively reduce or forgive student loan debt, stymied by the SCOTUS, thanks Mitch McConnell. Are all great things. I'm sure I'll get criticized for this take, because he didn't do enough to stop drilling here, or stop sending foreign aid over there. Whatever, man, when he compromises he gets criticized by both extremes and there's no way to win in the court of public opinion. I'd like a complete ban on fossil fuels and an end to war worldwide, but I ain't gonna get it. That doesn't mean I'm going to punish the guy who tells me truthfully I can extend the solar and wind tax credits, but I can't stop all drilling or we're sending billions of dollars in, mostly outdated, armaments to help Ukraine defend themselves against Putin. I don't know why he's polling so poorly with others. Maybe we're all so freaking tired of political news in general no one can like the incumbent. But I know the alternative and there's no way in hell I'd stay home. I'll be voting for Biden. Pretty pleased. He doesn't brag or belittle, but he's gotten some good stuff done. Source, voted Bush 1992, through Trump 2016. Thinking about my kids and neighbors more than myself these days. It's amazing that the best this country can do is to nearly senile 80-year-olds as our options. Don't care for neither, but it just blows my mind where this country has gone in the last decade or so. I would take a huge nap of relief. I don't want a clown in office, so I'd be happy. Biden isn't groundbreaking or anything, but he does a good job. He has experience in politics and doesn't play dumb-ass games. As a moderate conservative in America, I will not vote for Trump. Between the two it rolls heavily against Trump. That said, if almost anyone else were the candidate, I would vote for them over Biden. With a lot of relief. America, and the world, can't stand another 4 years of Trump. Trump is about nothing but the imaginary grievances of fools. German. I would sigh in relief. Relieved that enough Gen Z voters who get most of their information from TikTok had enough sense to realize that he's the best of the two shitty options they have. You think Joe Biden is bad as an ally of Netanyahu? How do you think a guy who can be best described as a crony of Netanyahu will fare? Thanking God for existing because common sense winning. Relief that our government won't be in the hands of a wannabe dictator, and fear of how said wannabe dictator's cult will react. I will be ecstatic. I'd be pissed while simultaneously glad it's not Trump. It's not like I think he's the best president we've ever had or anything. But the country is screwed if Trump wins. So I'll feel relief. Relieved. I speak on behalf on the Western world and allies, that we'll all be breathing a collective sigh of relief. Let out an audible sign of relief that it isn't Trump. I'll feel a lot better about it if Republicans lost control of Congress and didn't take the Senate. Biden could win and die immediately and gave the reins over to his dog and we would still be in better pause than if Trump wins. I don't follow US politics too closely, as much as that is possible, but Biden seems like a decent guy doing a decent job.